Hi, everyone. This is Abby McCracken, English teacher here at Tucson High. We've all been asked to do some reading and writing practice with our students. And the reading strategy of annotating text works a little differently in online school. This video has some pro tips for setting it up online. First, you want to find a nonfiction text for your students to read. It can be an article, opinion piece, an excerpt from a longer text, an infographic, your call. We will send out a list of some sites that have a lot of good resources you can use. If you start out explaining to the students how the text is relevant to their lives, you will get more buy-in. Once you've found the text, you want to copy and paste it into Word. If you have some other routine that works for you, like I like to use the class notebook in Teams, just stick to that. Otherwise, use Word. Pasting it into Word will let them highlight the text, and it gets rid of all the ads and distractions on the website where you may have found it. Let me demonstrate how I do it. So I've got my article here. First, I click and drag to highlight the text I want the students to read. You can hit Control-A to select everything, but that'll usually select a bunch of clickbait and random stuff at the bottom. So I just highlight the text itself. Then you can either right-click and hit copy or Control-C to copy, and then go over to Word and paste it into the blank document. So I'm going to hit Control-V to paste this. And what I want to do now is go through and any kind of random gunk that's in there, like this advertisement, anything that'll make kids be like, what is that in there? You want to get rid of that. So that's what I'm doing now. I often just delete the photos and stuff too. These are links to other articles. So get rid of them. Great. So now that I've got it there, I'm going to save it. I usually just give it the name of the article as my file name and the date I'm going to assign it and the class I'm assigning it to. And that like helps me have it ready if I need to search it up later. After the text is set up, you want to figure out where you will have your students do the annotations, the little notes they're going to write in response. They can't just write them on the paper like they used to, not without a lot of extra setup from you that I don't want to bore you with. The easiest thing to do is have them write their annotations in a Word document. They just write the number of the paragraph they're responding to and their note about the reading. You can let them write on a phone or on a separate piece of paper if you want, and that lets the student write while they're looking at the article, but it might be a little harder to read or grade then. When I post an assignment like this on Teams, I usually post the article and a Word document I have set up for them that explains how to do annotations, how many I want them to write, all that. After you've got everything set up, you are ready to teach. First, show them a video on how and why we annotate text. Usually people need more than just a description though, they need to see how it's done. That's why I recommend demonstrating the process for them with your article in a Think Aloud. So you'll share your screen in Zoom and show them the article, read the first section out loud to them, and then describe your thinking process and write an annotation in response to that section. Explain why you wrote what you wrote. Then ask students to write their own annotation for that section of the text. After some wait time, call on several kids at random to share and give them specific feedback on how they did. Notice and name what strategies they used. So I might say, really good job summarizing the main idea, or I noticed you made a really interesting connection there, or that's exactly the same as mine, you need to change it up, or that didn't really encompass the entire main idea. You're going to want to include these other details that you missed, whatever feedback you have. If they're not quite getting it, you want to tell them how they can improve and then repeat the process with another section, explaining your thinking process. If it seems like most students are getting it, you can turn them loose to finish on their own or with a partner or group. I've done this for years as a teacher, and I find students really get a lot out of it as far as comprehending the text. It really improves their ability to do it. So enjoy. Thank you.